There it is. Using his feet and going straight down the ground. That was struck powerfully. First boundary for Samson.
देखिए ये कहते हैं एक्सपीरियंस. कमेंट्री बॉक्स में इतना अनुभव है डब्ल्यू रमन के साथ कि वो पहले से ही बता रहे हैं कि इनको अच्छा लगता है डाउन द ग्राउंड शॉट्स लगाना. उन्होंने कहा चलिए मैं लगा के दिखाता हूं. दूसरी गेंद पर ही कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया तनुष कोटियान के विरुद्ध और कहा कि सामने सबसे सेफ जोन है, सामने ही चौका मारूंगा.
Kotian does well to ensure that he drags it short. Spotted Sanju Samson stepping down the track quickly enough. Good bowling this. This is a good tussle. And Kotian has desired to change the angle. Is coming from round the wicket. Wide of long on his way. Perhaps Samson will go now. Yes, he's having a look at the field on the onside. There's a deep mid-wicket out there as well. Waiting till the last minute is Sanju Samson. You got to be decisive. Either step out and try and convert good lengths into closer deliveries, or try and wait for it and then play off the back foot. That's what Sanju Samson is trying to do. Staying back when he thinks there's not enough time in there for him to go forward. Nicely played. 50 overs completed. 169 for 4, India D. Molani starting his 17th over. He's picked up 2 wickets. He's conceded 57 runs. And his spin twin from Mumbai, Kotian, has bowled 6 overs. He's conceded 16 runs. It's all about keeping the pressure going from both ends and picking up the wickets. That's what they're good at, Kotian and Molani. They've done this on numerous occasions for the state side. Playing the sweep shot to good effect is Ricky Bui. And he will get a boundary. There's no protection out in the deep. The square leg fielder was brought into what would have been an inner circle in a white ball game. And hence he went for the sweep.
बहुत बढ़िया काउंटर कर रहे हैं. लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर के पास रफ है. अगर राउंड द विकेट डाल ये ओवर द विकेट रहे हैं क्योंकि तकलीफ देना चाहते हैं अंदर की तरफ एंगल करके.
The square leg push back. Ricky Bui is into his 80s, moves on to 82 with that single, and he's had no problems at all. He's been so decisive. He's been very authoritative even on a difficult track to bat.
बहुत ज़्यादा डिफ़िकल्ट तो नहीं है ट्रैक. वैसे अनंतपुर के अंदर पिच तो बहुत बेहतरीन रहती है बैटिंग करने के लिए और ज़्यादातर पिच अच्छी ही रही है शॉट मेकिंग या डिफेंस दोनों के लिए. किस तरीके से आप खुद एज अ बैटर काउंटर करते हैं, चाहे लेफ्ट आर्म हो या ऑफ स्पिनर हो? मैं आपकी बात काट नहीं रही, मैं सिर्फ एक ओपिनियन दे रही हूँ, ये विपरीत बात कर रही हूँ थोड़ा सा, ताकि डिस्कशन के तौर पे हो जाए कि इतनी खराब नहीं है, इससे ज़्यादा खराब पिचों पे भी आई एम श्योर आपने देखे हैं रन्स बनते हुए.
Yes, it's a difficult track to bat, but it's not an impossible track to bat. The ball is not pitching and coming on straight to the batter. In other words, there's a bit of variable bounce, there's a bit of turn and bounce as well for the spinners. So your skills will be tested, and that's what this level of cricket is all about. And that's a given. There's no negotiations on that. And that's how the batters have to look at as well, the way you conveyed it. If they're going to throw in the towel and say, oh, it's an impossible track to bat, then they're going to be getting out sooner than they would do otherwise. In that regard, I'm with you.
चलिए फिर तो साझेदारी बनती जाएगी.
Down the ground, not surprising. Sanju Samson makes it look so easy rather. Comfortably clearing the boundary. A 6 to end the over. 180 for 4, India D. Sanju Samson getting into the act here along with Bui. Bui batting on 82. As we've been repeatedly saying, he's been decisive as Bui. And his choice of shots is making Mayank Agarwal think a lot with regard to his field placements. He's preferring to play it safe and defensive when Bui is on strike. Kotian coming from round the wicket. Interestingly, he's got the square leg about 25 meters from the bat, but he's got a deep mid wicket and a long on. And I think that's one way of daring Ricky Bui to go across the stumps and play the sweep, because he's got open areas to access on the leg side. Nicely nudged away. He'll pick up a single, and that'll bring Sanju Samson on strike, who loves to play against the off spinners.
गेंद की पिच तक आना बहुत अहम था, और वही सही तरीके से किया संजू सैमसन ने. एक बार ऑफ स्पिनर के विरुद्ध थोड़ा समय पहले तनुष कोटियान के विरुद्ध चौका लगा चुके हैं. ये तो सीधा ही मारना था, और इनको अच्छा लगता है डाउन द ग्राउंड आके शॉटें मारना.
The bottom man generating power and getting the elevation as well. Was looking to do that forward press to see if Kotian will drag it short. Bit of byplay going on there between the batter and the bowler. Come on, Sanju, you know better. It takes both of you to complete that single. You're the only one who's running. Your partner is not.
एक्चुअली इन्हीं की कॉल थी, संजू सैमसन की कॉल थी, क्योंकि वो डेंजर एंड की तरफ जा रहे थे. रिकी बुई तैयार नहीं थे, उनको लगा कि खतरनाक हो सकता है, तो उस वजह से उन्होंने मना किया रिकी बुई ने. और जब कोई अग्रेशन से बल्लेबाज खेल रहा होता है, तो वो सोचता है कि मैं एक रन भी क्यों छोड़ूं.
Sanju Samson thought that the fielder was caught napping on his heels But Ricky Bowie was looking at the ball rather than Sanju Samson. Once again, looking to be aggressive, Sanju Samson. Playing against the turn, but still completely in control of it. Lofted shot. And you will see him do this quite often against the spinners. Gets the distance, another 6 for Sanju Samson. He prefers the last ball to hit a 6, I think. He did it in the previous over and he's done it now. 187 for 4, India D. The ball has been located and he's had a feel of the ball. He's delighted and it's back onto the field of play. 187 for 4 after 52 overs, India D. Some spark is being injected into this innings by Sanju Samson.
मैदान के बाहर ही मार दी ये वाली तो. तैयार तो पहले ही खड़े थे कि हल्का सा हवा देंगे तनुष कोटियान तो मैं कदमों का इस्तेमाल करूंगा, पर कन्विक्शन देखिए. आप सिंगल नहीं लेना चाहते, कोई बात नहीं, मुझे पता है कौन सी गेंद पे सामने की तरफ शॉट लगा सकते हैं.
Molani from round the wicket. Not committing himself onto the front foot is Ricky Bowie, and that's the reason he's been able to work the ball around and pick up singles. That's the kind of turn that the spinners have got on this surface. Day 4, obviously, the spinners are having a field day, 4.2 degrees. Not bad on day 1, 3.2 degrees. I think it was Saransh Jain who was really brilliant on day 1.
और जिस गेंद पर इन्होंने शम्स मुलानी ने देवदत्त पडिक्कल को आउट किया था वो तो 10.2 थी डिग्री ऑफ टर्न. 10.8. तो ये औसत है. ऑफ कोर्स तनुष कोटियान, शम्स मुलानी की गेंदबाजी मिला कर कितनी डिग्री ऑफ टर्न इस पिच से चौथे दिन पर प्राप्त कर पा रहे हैं. पर ये तो एक्सपेक्टेड भी है ना. अब स्पिनर भी तो मैच खेल रहे हैं, सारा टाइम सीम बॉलर थोड़ी मैच खेलेंगे. होल्ड वेल लेफ्ट, थोड़ा सा ललचा रहे हैं बाहर की तरफ.
Samson playing so late, even when he's leaving deliveries outside the off stump, he's making sure he's got his eyes on the ball all the way through the keeper. A bit of drift now for Mulani, making the ball curl into the right-hander.
एक 188 पर 4.
300 runs exactly needed for India D to win this game outright. And India A need to pick up 6 wickets to register an outright win. Beg your pardon. And Prasidh Krishna has been brought into the attack. This would be the last over before lunch on day 4 at the RDT Sports Complex in Anandpur. No success yet for Prasidh Krishna. He's bowled 8 overs. Mulani has picked up 2 wickets. Khalil has picked up 1 wicket. But others have been impressive enough, but still nothing to show for in terms of wickets. And the final round of matches also will be played in Anandpur, so we can expect good crowds to come in for those games as well. The IDFC First Bank Duleep Trophy started on September 5th when one game was played in Bengaluru and the other was played in Anandpur. Both the games ended with teams winning games outright. And then the second round was obviously started on September 12th. Today is the last day of those 2 rounds of games. And the third round of games will be played from September 19 to 22. And all those games will be played in Anandpur as well. And this would serve to be a curtain riser for the test series that's coming up between India and Bangladesh. That's a 2 test series. One will be played in Chennai from September 19 to 23, and the second one in Kanpur from September 27 to October 1st. And that will be followed by a 3-match T20 international series. The venues being Gwalior, Delhi and Hyderabad on the 6th, 9th and 12th October respectively. Change of ball for Prasidh Krishna. Anxious moments these for the batters. Just before lunch, they'll be looking to try and negotiate the remaining deliveries safely and head into the dressing room for lunch. Ricky Bowie batting on 84. India D have lost 4 wickets in this innings. 1 fell last evening, which is a tie day. Remaining 3 falling this morning. Played away fine, just the single on this occasion. Correctly positioned the fine leg, not too wide.
खलील अहमद ने अथर ताइडे को चलता किया था कल शाम को। आकिब खान ने कैच पकड़ा था, उसके बाद पहली सफलता आज जब रन आउट हुए यश दुबे। देवदत्त पडिक्कल लंबी ड्राइव मारने चले गए और श्रेयस अय्यर बहुत जल्दी शॉट मारने चले गए। दोनों सफलताएं शम्स मुलानी के नाम।
Nudged fine by Sanju Samson. Good effort this. Kotian. The fielder at fine leg does well. He saves at least 3 runs.
बहुत बढ़िया, बड़ा तेज गया था। ऑफ द बैट भी, क्रॉस द टर्फ भी एक ही के लिए भागे थे और एक ही मिला। अगर पहला तेज भागते संजू सैमसन और रिकी बुई तो शायद दूसरा मिल सकता था।
The skipper is impressed, Mayank Agarwal. Not getting a big stride forward. He could get into trouble because this pitch is shown a bit of propensity of low bounce. Staying back in the crease. not getting a big stride out. But what is important is that he's getting his entire face of the bat meeting the ball. Safely negotiated. 190 for 4, India D at lunch on day 4 at the RET Sports Complex in Anandpur. Ricky Bui batting on 85, Sanju Samson batting on 17. This partnership is worth 32 runs, so 42 deliveries. And India D need 298 runs more to win this game outright. And it's a matter of picking up 6 wickets for India A to win this game outright. And it's been a good session of play. Runs have come as well in this session. 128 of them, and only 3 wickets fell in this session. Run rate being 3.66. That's impressive on the final day when you expect the bowlers to really dominate the proceedings. Ricky Bui, the top scorer so far for the India D, 85 not out. Samson keeping him company. Duleep was unlucky to be run out for 37, and then Shreyas Iyer played a sparkling knock of 41. And at lunch on day 4, India D 190 for 4. Five bowlers employed by Mayank Agarwal. Spinner Mulani picking up 2 wickets, and Khalil picked up a wicket last evening. It's been steady stuff from Kotian and Akib Khan.